Welcome. Fukuoka Fat Guys 103. Oh, I got a lot to answer for today.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that video I uploaded. Holy shit. Oh, man.
To be honest, I didn't even really watch it. I just kind of like...
Well, first off, welcome back. I apologize for the video. I couldn't even get it to go like widescreen. Somehow I made it look like it was recorded for like old school ass TV, the CRTVs back in the day. Yeah, video editing is an interesting thing to deal with. I've learned a lot about it, and still not enough.
Yeah. I even think just setting up the cameras is a piece of shit. Like,
oh, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so we're trying to, as you guys see, improve the podcast, make it more entertaining.
Yeah. On that note, we have a Patreon.
Oh shit! Yeah, we really have a Patreon. Fukuoka Fat Guys on Patreon. If you guys want to donate some ramen money.
I set the first goal at $1, but then like it wouldn't let me do that. So it's actually at $100 is our first goal.
All right.
If you guys feel like sending 50 cents, or I don't know if you can send 50 cents or whatever.
If you guys send whatever, we like cool. If not, whatever. Like if you guys keep listening, we're happy.
I don't expect anyone to send anything.
We are holy shit, dude. Like making so. The fun of video editing. So first, I don't have any video editing software. So I started off by just Googling like free software, and Adobe Elements popped up. And so I started using that, and I'm like, all right, this isn't too bad, except it didn't have a way to sync the video with the audio, and then I looked and I'm like,
no, you just have to drag it manually.
Well, I mean, but even then, because I have a wheel mouse, not like a mouse, like a regular one.
Yeah.
So I couldn't control it to get it to like right to like the millisecond.
Yeah.
And so that was really frustrating me. And then I was just Googling, and they're like, oh, in Adobe, you could just sync. And I'm like, what? There's no sync option. I'm like, oh, it's Premiere.
Yeah.
So
it's a professional editor. So
I went and got Premiere, and I was like, is this the right one? And then I deleted Premiere, and then I downloaded Premiere again. I was like, it was the right one, but just the layout, like my screen's too small. Like I need like either two monitors or a bigger screen. Like I didn't know how nuts it was. And so
yeah, usually some people use actually 2 or 3 monitors.
Yeah, and I can see why.
And they're big monitors.
Yes, exactly.
Because you need to see like the timeline, and you need to see like how your edit's coming along, and then there's all these effects that you have to look at. And
yeah, no, it was a ton of shit like
and
that.
The import screen and
yep.
Yeah.
So I finally got Premiere, and you had to put in your credit card for a trial, and I'm like, shit, and I'm like, these fucking stingy motherfuckers. So
you think that shit's free?
No,
come on.
For a week trial, I thought, and so I do the week trial, and it took like the whole process from Sunday till I think I uploaded it like Wednesday or Thursday. Like I was working on it every day. It was just like holy shit, and I got it to sync fine, but then our GoPro camera, the one that has both of us at the same time, its videos didn't even want to fucking play after for no reason. I was like, I just need to get this up. I need to get this up because, our first video had it's got 100 views now. And I'm like, oh, for us, that's nice. My video's got 20. Well, 16 last time I checked. But if I'm lucky, it up to 20. And I took too long to get it out. So hopefully I can get this one out by tomorrow at the latest. I'll try for tonight. Maybe I can, but from what I understand, the encoding of the video at the proper size is going to take.
Yeah, but see, a lot of people don't understand like the intricacies of like video editing. Like you have to film this stuff, make sure you have room on your camera. Then your computer has to be strong enough to edit the video,
and it has to have enough room.
Yeah, and it has to have enough space, hard drive space. So if you only have a laptop, you're like clearing out space, deleting programs. Like, do I need this picture? Do I need this video? How much porn can I delete? So Anthony probably like trying to get this video. He probably lost a lot of porn. So
I lose nothing. I would never do that.
Yeah, but anyways, So it's welcome to the world of video editing.
Yeah. So seriously though, like if you guys get a chance to watch it, I do need to hear feedback and. My goal.
Be honest.
Yeah, my goal is to like start adding pictures and stuff. Like some of the stuff we're going to talk about today. I could probably like post a picture of it during when I'm putting the video up, and maybe that'll like help those
spice it up.
Yeah, I was thinking like little animations and shit. Like when I was messing with Elements, I was fading in the video and then fading it out and the music, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm a pro. and then I'm like, but I can't sync the fucking audio, and I was just so mad. So
I actually sync the audio
manually, right?
Yeah, manually.
That's
I do it manually.
Yeah,
so.
and it fucking pissed you off, didn't it? It wasn't a fun process, right?
Nah,
That wasn't that bad for you?
No, not at all.
Shit,
So.
it was a nightmare for me. And then
the hardest part for me is like you have to actually watch the videos.
Yeah,
like you have to sit there and
you
watch
have to go
it.
through each thing, and
then you have to have a notebook and you have to put like 1334, cut to Anthony 13. There's like a storyboard you have to make, and then like, and then if you need to cut something out or fade something, and like it's interesting. And then like since the camera dies, there's like a lot of space we have to fill out. So like. You know, you have to figure out creative ways to cut to another camera, or cut to the wide, or cut to just.
Yeah,
anyways, that shit's boring. So we just understand that there's a lot to making the video. So we appreciate if you watch it and like it, and thumbs down it. Okay, it's fine. But
just show me you took the time to watch it, and I'm happy.
Leave a comment though. Like
I think David Aki was the only one that like.
Yeah. So the one guy who doesn't really watch gave us a comment. Fuck all you guys who watch all the time and never leave comments.
Oh,
and
man.
I understand because a lot of people don't log into YouTube, but it would really mean a lot if you actually logged in and hit the bell. And
oh, we're gonna have to start doing that and stuff. Please hit the bell or like, subscribe. All right, guys. Yeah, we're gonna have top 10 countdowns.
I wish we could give away stuff, but we don't have anything really. So,
Hannah, you want to go stay at someone else's house for a week?
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah.
Oh man. Well,
congratulations though. You got the video up. That's I actually didn't expect you to get it up.
Damn, thanks.
No, it's hard, man.
Oh, I understand. No.
I didn't know if your computer could actually handle the video.
He was right. So. Like I had to clear out a lot of stuff because I have a second hard drive on there. Like
the reason the videos were probably not playing is because you had too many like resources available, so it wouldn't even show the video anymore. Like.
Yeah, and I didn't want to like encode it and then have it do there and have to encode it again. So I was like, ugh.
See, people don't understand like you have to encode that, and then when you upload it to YouTube, it takes time too.
Oh yeah, that was the fun part because YouTube, I was like, is it uploading? It just stopped. I'm like, what the? And then there's like this little status bar in the window. And I was like,
and then it goes, we'll let you know when your video's ready.
Yeah, no,
it's like I waited all that long and then you don't even tell me.
Yeah.
It's not instant, dude. So anyways, let's move on. That's a little too much talk of the technical side.
All right, yes. So this week in fitness, how were things with you this week? You said like literally I have let me quote it right here.
Gone to shit.
Gone to shit. That's exactly what I wrote.
Yeah.
Without even fucking playing.
Yeah.
Gone to shit. So what does that mean? What happened? Like
basically my window to work out is before 7. I have to finish by 7. Mm-hmm. But Hannah's been sick, so it's like she woke up one day at 6. And so that just didn't coincide with the workout time. So it was rough.
But next week you're on summer break, right?
I'm on summer break, but yeah.
So at least that'll give you options with your window, right? Or make it easier or something.
Yeah, but my I'm very very optimal. Like the way I do things is I every night I have like my 20 pills that I take. Mm-hmm. Before I work out, and I set that aside in the morning, so I just wake up and I pop all that shit, and then I drink my like tons of water, and I tank like half a gallon of salt and shoyu and shit like that, and like it's basically a sodium bomb. I think I take like maybe 3 grams of maybe 3 grams of sodium in the morning. Yeah, and and it's like. I don't have any more pre-workout, so I use just caffeine and I take nicotine and stuff. So like, I have all that running through my system, and if I have to watch it, I'm like, oh, what a waste. but anyways,
all that extra energy. When can you not work out at night or anything with that? Is that just?
I have to watch Anna, so like
I mean, when she goes to bed, or I guess would they make too much noise or?
No, it's just I gotta go to bed, so I don't really like training at night. So
okay. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of. Like training at night. Like I think the latest I'll want to train is like at 4. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've been at the gym sometimes 9:00 just to.
That really fucks up my sleep. Like it really messes up my sleep.
Yeah. So. Oh no, I had a nice fucked up sleep this week. We'll get into that later. But yeah, so So you just go through your morning routine and stuff. So even when you're off, you're going to be waking up at like 5 a.m. to get your...
I try to keep everything as consistent as possible. Like, go to bed this time, wake up at this time. Yeah, this time. Yeah, everything is always clockwork. Like, just I like knowing. So when something messes up my knowing plan, I get frustrated, which is bad because like you should be flexible, but I'm not. So
how many times did it get fucked up this week?
I think twice.
Okay, so it wasn't too bad.
Well, yeah, but last week I overate my calories by I think maybe 5,000 calories the other day. Yeah, so I just haven't been on the ball. Like, yeah. So yeah, a lot of it's not controlled, and yeah, so weight's not moving. Actually gained about a kilo or so. So.
Oh
yeah.
Shit. Well, I mean, hopefully this week we can put in a lot of work, and
How about you?
This week wasn't good for me either. Only made it to the gym twice this week. I had a lot of shit going on. Editing that video was one of them. Had to do stuff for the speech contest. We had our first online speech contest, which we'll talk about that a little later. But I don't know what was going on. Like, I couldn't get a proper amount of sleep. I was going to bed like on time and just waking up just feeling like kind of crappy. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then when I look at like my Fitbit, I was getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And I'm like, shit. So I was like, I just don't know. I haven't been eating the CBD gummies that I take before bed for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I'm out too. So yeah.
So I just like my new my new subscription, my new order just came in today, and I'm hoping that was it. Like,
yeah, there's this thing called company called Hello Ned that I really want to try. Hello Ned.
I never even heard of that.
If you want a CBD, yeah. So,
but
just like really, it's supposed to be really good stuff, and they have this. I use a magnesium product to like relax and stuff, but the product that we use, it's pretty good, but the magnesium that Hello Ned uses it in a product they call Mellow. Mm-hmm. They use the MIT made magnesium, so it's like highly absorbable, so you can actually feel it like relax you and stuff. So
damn.
Yeah. So Hello Ned, if you wanna throw some stuff our way.
So you've heard it does that, or you've tried it before?
I haven't tried it. I've heard it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So. Damn, that sounds kind of nice. Yeah, I was making sure not to like eat nothing too late and, do my stuff, and it just got away from me. So, and also I know it's a bitch made thing to say, but like the rain, like when there's a ton of rain, it's kind of hard to leave the house when you don't have a car. You're like, fuck.
David Goggins, man, I pray for the rain.
Pray for the rain. Stay hard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Goggins. I know I disappointed you, but I thought I was catching a cold earlier. I remember you guys said Hannah had a cold last week, and then I was sharing food with her, and I was like, oops, that wasn't a good thing. And even now, I just had like the sniffles a little bit. But
wait, I'm not supposed to share food with my daughter?
If she got a cold, not if you want to catch that shit. He's like, I don't know why I keep catching these colds. Where are they coming from?
I've never caught a cold.
I mean, maybe it's all the 20 pills you're taking there. They're helping you burn it out.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, I mean, also, same thing with the 2 shots. Like, I didn't feel shit on the second one, surprisingly.
You're strong like bull.
Yes, I'm staying hard. Stay hard.
Yeah.
But, so... yeah, just a couple of days of feeling shitty and stuff, and I was just like, yeah. But the 2 days I did get in there, I was adjusting my stuff, my workouts like we were talking about last week. So on my chest days, I was talking about starting to do some more GVT style stuff, and that's pretty much what I was been going to. For like chest, I'll go lighter weight, more reps, less break, and I do that for chest and arm. And then when I do like the push down or the ropes, the tricep stuff, same thing. Just trying to build a little more muscle up there. Like, I feel like I've done okay with power for right now, but I need to focus on that, and I haven't focused on that in a long time.
So you're basically doing hypertrophy training. So you're trying to get bigger.
A little bit.
A little bit of more bodybuilding type training instead of power training. So
yeah,
it's good.
I'm just gonna do it for a little bit. Like I kind of just want to shape up a little bit. I'm always embarrassed about how like scrawny my arms are, and
I don't think your arms are scrawny. Actually, my friend just watched our podcast and he was like, "Your friend is 140 kilos." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Is he like a doorman or something?" I go, "He's a fucking English teacher," and he just typed out LOL. That's all I did. Shout out to Duncan.
Some people get like disappointed when they hear like what my job is. They're like, "Really? You're wasting all that for English?" But
yeah, people always do that at the gym, right? Like, are you guys like fighters? Are you guys like, no, we teach English at a junior high school.
But yeah, no, I want a little more shape. Like I'm enjoying, like I love power for fucking sure. That's my favorite thing.
So if you could, would you get some pec implants?
No, I don't want to go to surgery and do that shit. I already got a fucking fucked up. I mean, I probably should, because when I still flex, what was the rigor mortis or whatever right here, you can still see like it caves in when I use my right pec.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could do something about that, but nah, I want the scar to remember.
Chicks dig scars. Was that Friday Night Lights?
Yeah, I know. I'd be lying anyway. No matter, but I don't know. I want.
You want a fuller chest. Yeah. Every girl wants a fuller chest.
I want the arms, dude. Like when you were fucking, your shit is just gigantic, and me, like I said, it feels so scrawny. Like
it's actually it just looks bigger. I'm actually way smaller. Like,
but I mean, it looks good, right? So it's something to strive for, right? That's my goal for this time. You know, last time when I got really thin, like I just felt thinner. Like I didn't feel, you know.
Why don't you run a program, like actually write it down in the calendar, and like this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit these 18 sets this week, no matter what, and then I already have the reps and sets of it like written down, and this is what I'm gonna do. Because right now you're winging it at the gym. You're just
no, that's exactly I think the problem.
So if you run a program, you can actually see like, oh, this is what I started with, and at the end of 6 weeks, this is what I end with. So,
well, I mean, could we do something like that now? Like,
I can write your program, and then, but then you see that's the thing, right? So, like, when people get like highly motivated, you know, like during like, oh, it's summertime, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 days, 6 days a week, and sometimes you can do that, but realistically, what can you always do is what you want to do, right? So, like, if realistically 3 times a week, which is actually optimal, would be really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah. So. I mean, three times a week is when school's back in session, I can easily do that. But right now it's kind of like, you know, summer school. I'm trying to get some extra credit. So, I guess we should I guess plan the program for like a 3-day workout week, and then
I'm just saying, if you want to go 4 times a week, you can go 4 times a week.
I want to do more, but I can't say what I'm gonna feel like once we're back into the swing of things. You know, like three feels like easy to make.
Actually, 3 is what they consider optimal, right? So like, and you'll just do 3 full body training sessions, and then the extra days in the middle of the week, you'll do what they call like these like priming sessions, or like trigger sessions. Like you'll do lighter, more pump workouts at home, or
just when I go there, just lighter.
Yeah,
there's nothing too crazy. So then, how would we start with that? So like, if we're going for a 3-day work week, like what would be?
Maybe Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is doable.
Okay, so we'll write a program for Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and we'll do that, and we'll post that up later on.
Okay, so we'll post that after.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and then I could start it this coming week. So, shit, I lost my train of thought. No, I actually like that. Yeah, I go in doing. I guess the issue I have is that when I go work out, I'm doing the stuff I know how to do.
Yeah.
And the stuff I'm comfortable with. And only when someone's using a machine that I want, or that, you know, like there's a reason I can't do something.
Then you'll do something else, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because like I haven't done incline bench yet since I've started going back. And I know that's the one I haven't got. What's the military press where we're on the Smith machine?
Yep.
I haven't done that. And And I mean, yeah. So, if when we make the program, is it going to be like just the same set things every week, or is it going to be like a change? Like, is it going to be still similar kind of stuff I'm doing, or?
Yeah, it's gonna be similar stuff to what you're doing and stuff like that, but it's gonna be laid out. So you're also gonna start paying attention to your tempo and stuff like that. So you're actually gonna take 4 seconds coming down, 2-second pause, 2 seconds up. So and then you're gonna hit, maybe in the beginning you're gonna try 5 to 6 reps. You're gonna be in a strength phase, and then you're gonna move later on to like a hypertrophy phase and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think
right now, just you're doing good. You're doing more volume and stuff like that, so it's going well. But I think if you run something structured, you'll actually know, like, oh, it's time for me to shift out of this. Because like if you keep changing what you're doing, you don't really know like what's working for your body and stuff. So
yeah, that's the 4 second down. I keep see. If I write it down and I bring in like a piece of paper or, my phone or whatever, I'll remember to do it. But when I go there, because I think a lot of people don't focus on, especially when they bench, when he's talking about the 4 seconds, like when you're bringing the bar down to you, people just kind of like let it fall and then stop it.
Yeah. I mean, lately all I've been doing is 1, 1, 1. So like 1 second, 1 second pause, 1 second up. Some people don't even take a pause. They just fucking as fast as possible, like up, down. So, I mean, just paying attention to your reps and your tempo will actually elicit a big change into your physique and stuff. So you might grow those arms you want.
Yeah, that's all I want. Yeah. I want to try.
Yeah, Hannah.
Because one day this week, hey baby, I had to go late to the gym, and when I came home, I didn't feel like eating, and I'm like, crap, here comes the Uber train. But to my surprise, there was a place called Muscle Factory on Uber, and it had broccoli, like 3 kinds of beef or pork, and it was made for people who are like trying to get fit to do more, because it broke down the calories, it broke down the carbs, it broke down the fat. Like, it was really, really good. So that night I ate about 90 something grams of protein. Like, it was a big old chicken breast, and
it was macro friendly food.
It comes with, like, on top of vegetables. If you want rice, you can get rice. Like, it was really cool. Like, it's in Tianjin, and it was really good. They give you your 2 meats, and then they'll give you a sauce.
Tastes pretty good too.
It tasted fine. It tasted good. The chicken was juicy. The steak was nice. You have a choice of tartar sauce.
Here's the magic question: is it pricey?
It wasn't
unreasonable.
I think it was like $20. Like, it was. I don't feel like it was bad at all, and especially if I'm eating once a week or once a day.
I wonder if that place actually does like weekly like drops. Like, because like that would be really nice if like they had services in Japan like that, where they'd actually send you your food for the week and stuff, so you wouldn't have to even like worry about like ordering out and stuff like that.
But
hi, baby.
But no, it was really good. It was really nice. I had tartar sauce, and then I did yakiniku sauce for the beef, and yeah, it came with broccoli on top of what do they call them, bean sprouts, and then it had like baby corn with it, and everything was broken down, for the Fitness Pal. Like, it's just nice to have a healthy option, and something that'll help you meet your protein goals. So, if anyone's in Tianjin, I would say give it a try.
So what's it called? Shout out to Muscle Factory?
Muscle Factory. I believe that it's called Muscle Factory, yeah.
All right, we'll put that in the notes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, all right. So now I'm kind of excited to see what this new menu is going to be like for me. Any stuff for the Fat Hacks this week?
Oh, yeah. I was actually
Are we supposed to look something up? Well, I did have something. When I was at the speech contest, one of our buddies from the camp was asking, how to build muscle. And, there's always a thing about pushing past the burn. And I was, when you start, like, lifting and stuff, when you feel your arms burn, going one more, is that, like, the rule for, like, because that's what's actually destroying your muscles and making the acid, whatever.
The lactic acid?
Lactic acid release, right? So maybe a refresher course on that? Like, what's the rule on that? Or
I actually used to think before that you had to actually push way past that to actually what they call training to failure. You know, like go till you can't go anymore. Then I would lift the weight up, and then you'd have to bring it down yourself and stuff like that. And I think those things have their places in your training, maybe once every 6 weeks or so. Not so often. I really right now am a big subscriber to minimum work and just work over time. So, and I actually like to leave 2 in reserve. So like I don't even like I'll shoot for 5 reps, but I want to make sure like I feel like I could have done 7. So I actually leave what they call 2 RIR. So 2 rest in reserve. So like that's how I like to train. And I think it's the most optimal way for you to train, for you to actually recover and to grow. So if you're always like training to that point where your form is gonna break down and you're always trying to like to go past your natural ability, it might be too much for you to recover from. So I mean, even like us on testosterone, like we need to be smart about that stuff. So if you aren't on testosterone, or you aren't even hitting your protein in your training like to failure all the time, you might
be doing more damage.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to recover. You can do it, but it's not optimal. Like you won't get any benefits, you know.
What's a good starting point for like those of us who are like, you know, over 35, we'll say, you know, 35 to 45 range.
Like what's a good starting program
for working out?
So like I always am an advocate for you to actually start like in a starting strength program. So like maybe download the starting strength app on the App Store, and they have just basically squat, deadlift, and bent over rows, or squat, deadlift, and bench press. Those are the only 3 things you do, and you do those. And every workout, you only do 15 sets, and you're done. So I think that is probably your best bet for...
But 15 sets is a lot, right? I mean, that's a fuck ton. Or are they just lighter weight, or like...
No, they're your 5x5, you know, with 2 rests.
Oh, you mean each one is 5 sets of 5, 15 total. So I thought you were saying one is 15,
no,
one is 15. I was about to
that's
say.
like 45 sets.
Like, holy fuck, dude.
That would take...
I'm sorry. It was just, I was doing it, I was like, fuck,
the nice thing
about...
Yeah. No, actually, your deadlift probably is only like 2 sets or something like that. I'm not really sure, but just download the app and try to look at that. And the main thing is you're consistent with what you do, right? So you want to always make sure to hit your reps and make sure that your form is good, right? So like I think I was watching myself squat over the past 2 years, and just my bar path was really, really bad. And actually Tucker's was really bad too.
Oh, mine was horrible.
But just I think we worked out like maybe 4 months ago, and his squat improved dramatically. Like he's paying attention to like how he's holding the bar, and like his stance, and getting his hips to drop the optimal level, and it's really, really good. So yeah, so just pay attention to like your form. And I mean, if you have to hire a coach for a while, like hire an online coach, or like hit us up, you know, like send us a video, like pop your iPhone on a stand and record your set from all angles, and we can see.
Or yeah, just hit us up. I mean, if we can, especially during summer break, try and get a workout into either at the Hody Park or at one of the little Chuo gyms, and just to give some quick pointers.
Yeah, the tempting thing is everyone wants to like just go really hard, you know. Like I mean I know I did, you know, like.
No, I get.
But you have to remember, like the people that you see training really, really hard, they've been doing it for a really, really long time, and shit, some of the gear that those guys are on, like shit, amazing.
Yeah, the stuff they have access to, the like some of them.
I'm not even talking about like that. I'm talking about like the gear, like
the stuff they're using, the clothing and
the what do you call it? Not the illegal gear.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got someone at the door. All right, yeah. So sorry, we were so busy setting up for this shit, we forgot to put the fat hacks up.
Who's that? Oh, okay. We have new neighbors. Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to updates. Yeah, like I said, it's been a very rainy and thundery week. Nice and fun.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I do have something for one fat hack.
Oh.
Something really, really simple.
Sweet.
There's something that most people can get in Japan or wherever. It's just called apple cider vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
So if you drink apple cider vinegar and add a little bit of cinnamon to that, so Ceylon cinnamon is probably my favorite. And what that does is it primes your body to actually receive a lot of carbohydrates. So like your body is more able to actually digest and make use of the carbohydrates that you eat. So yeah, just a little bit of hack out there.
Oh,
So
sweet.
yeah. And if you want to go to the illegal route,
Oh, God damn it.
metformin. Metformin is pretty good.
Used
But-
to be the gold standard for us.
Yeah. We can get, but I have no money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, like I said, it's been a rainy, thundery week. Lots of lightning and thunder. But this Friday, we had our first online speech contest. Usually, God, since we've been here since the first speech contest. And I think we talk about it a little bit every year. Last year, it was canceled because of Corona. And this year, we wanted to get it going and back on track. So we had it set up, showed up, and of course there were some growing pains. Basically, all the students recorded their speech at their school with their teachers, and we played them. And then the whole thing was that everybody watched it in a big Google Meet, and we would ask them a couple questions, and that would be incorporated into their final score. And there were a lot of really good speeches. The two groups I had to watch were very interesting and stuff, but it was a very long thing. I was there from 8:30 to damn near 5:15 or something. Like it took forever to get, for my coworkers, for the people with me to ask questions, and we had a sound trouble at the beginning. So that was a
surprise.
Well, we were speaking into like the camera, like how we're recording with these cameras. That was the only input for audio, and they had a USB mic, but they couldn't get it to work. Like the guy on the computer was going left and right. He was doing his job properly, but we couldn't get the mic to work. And the first four people we asked, they couldn't really hear our question. So the fourth girl, we were like, oh, I guess she doesn't understand. And like they were in the chat, they were like, yo, we couldn't hear the question, some bullshit. And I was like, oh, fuck. So we had to redo the first four questions for the first four people. And then we kind of got on track. But no, the kids did really, really well. It's a lot of hard work for, this is extra stuff. Like they don't really get anything out of it, I think.
Nope, they lose their summer.
Yeah, right? But you said your school had one too? How did yours go?
We're still in the submitting phase.
Oh,
so,
no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is it just with your school, or is it like is there a group of
No.
schools?
It's just it's all private and non-private high schools. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And is it just as enjoyable as ours?
It's a speech contest.
Right? How much fun can you have? Anything else going on at your schools and stuff? Everything?
No.
All right?
I only go in for like 3 hours or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine.
All right. Well, let's get on to the random stuff. Holy shit. I just learned so much about people taking Uber in America. Like, Americans are some shady motherfuckers. So, Uber in America, like, doesn't have your real name. It has whatever nickname you put. And some people will try and trick the driver into taking them home for free. So, if you order an Uber, and you're still getting ready to leave, and I go outside and I see, oh, that's an Uber, I'll hop in. I'll be like, oh yeah, you got one, you were my Uber. And they'll hop in the car and just be like, oh yeah, I put in the wrong address, I'm actually over here. And it's fucked up, because if the Uber driver if you don't tell the Uber driver's name, he can't confirm your ID is fake. It might be a nickname or something goofy, my ID on my phone might be Fukuoka Fat Guy.
Yeah, unless it's Karen, right?
I know. But it was so I went and I was watching these videos and like people did some fucked up shit to the drivers. They're like spitting on the drivers and stuff. Like, you know, one guy was like, yeah, I just want to make a stop before my stop. And it's like, you chose Uber Pool. We literally can't do that. And like, I don't even know what the fuck Uber Pool is. I guess you get in the car with a bunch of people. But, you know, he got mad and like spit on his driver. And I'm just like, it's amazing that Uber drivers don't just like be fucking tasing people or just coming around with tasers. Cause, you know, it's
people are crazy. Why would you spit on someone?
That's what I was thinking. One dude
that's
tried
like
to steal
assault,
the tablet.
right? Like,
yeah.
That's like.
There was one guy with his family. His daughter was in the middle. His wife was next to him. He tried to steal the tablet that's given to them by the company. And the dude driving's like, when they're getting out the car, it's like, yeah, I'm going to need that tablet back. And he was like, huh? And he's like, the tablet you took? He's like, you're on camera, dumbass. And he's like, oh, you want it back? And he's like, yeah, I want it.
You want it back?
It's like, dude, like, oh, man, like, you just kind of want to punch someone in the face like that. But the funniest one was a driver who, I guess there's a scam where they'll put in a short distance. Like they'll say, oh, I need to just go down the block, right? And then as they hop in, they're like, oh, this isn't the place I wanted to go. I want to go further. But since the ride's over, I'll just give you $5 and you just take me there. So they're like saving money and all this stuff. And it's like a real fucked up thing. They're like, you know, you're making more money by me giving you the cash. And this one guy was like, no, I'm not going to do it. So he sits there arguing with this dude in the back of his car for like 5 minutes. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to. He's like, just get out. And he's like, if you don't get out, I'm going to get you out. And so the dumbass opens his driver's seat door and goes to get the guy, but leaves his keys in the car. So the guy locks him out of his car. He's like, are you going to take me now? You going to take me now? And I was like, it was the most cringy thing I watched. And I was like,
but just that there are people that do that. That just makes me lose like hope of humanity. Like,
it does.
This is why I want to be the Joker and burn the world down. You know,
it's that's why if there's a zombie apocalypse, we ain't trusting nobody. Like if you can't take an Uber without stealing something, like, oh, dude, it cracked me up. But you know, from there was that video that went around of the guy on the flight that got duct taped to the chair.
He was like shouting, "My parents are worth $2 million."
Oh God!
And then we were watching a podcast that we watch, and then the guy's like, $2 million ain't shit. It's like he's like, my grandfather has $50,000. I'm like, what is? And then Grace was all like, why is he sitting in coach? It's like,
yeah. So if you guys haven't seen, there was a flight in the States, and a man.
There's a Frontier Airlines.
Frontier, and this man was drunk, and I guess he was like groping the stewardesses, or what do we call them, cabin attendants now?
I don't know. They get the point though.
Yeah, the airplane staff and
flight attendants.
Flight attendants. Yeah. That's still okay too? I don't fucking care. Either way, he was doing dumb shit, and they were telling him to calm down, and then motherfucker starts throwing hands.
Yeah, he actually punched the
male flight attendant, and so the dude like grabbed him. He didn't hit him, but he grabbed him.
Yeah,
and
three of them like
they literally like, yeah, and I think a couple of passengers helped out, and they literally duct taped his ass to the seat.
Yeah, and they taped over his mouth too.
I would have taped over his fucking mouth too.
Well, because he was disturbing the passengers.
Dude, well, he was being a little bitch. Like he's lucky he didn't get fucked up. You know, like if there were the wrong person was on that plane,
dude. If an air marshal was on that plane,
dude, right,
he would have been like,
he would have been arrested. He would have been, and
so like everyone's talking about like how the staff was like suspended and not suspended. I want to know what happened to that dude.
Yeah, right.
Like, is he on a like no fly list for the rest of his life? And
dude, it's like the guy, the staff who like duct taped him. He said later on, you know, it's like people. Like Corona's just made people fucking nuts. Like, you know, they get pissy if they have to wear a mask, you know, even though they're all wearing or breathing recycled air and, you know, all this stuff. And because of fools like this, they might stop serving alcohol on flights. And it was only like a 3-hour flight, which is cake when it takes fucking 14 to go back home. So I'm just like, holy shit. Like the world is just smoking some crack this week. I mean, hell, even in Japan, we had a dude stabbed a woman on a subway train in Tokyo,
and nine people got got injured, and like 9 males too. So like a lot of the comments were like, oh, in people in Japan, they don't like help. You know, like they get stabbed and they just all try to run, or like because they're really non-confrontational. But like, man, like if everyone just like went after the dude, like less people would be hurt and stuff. So, but I don't blame anyone for running. I mean, I would probably.
I mean, it's fight or flight, right? And it's like the first thing is like, is it serious? Is it real? Is this a YouTube prank? Like, because YouTubers do dumb shit.
Yeah,
and
but
then
if someone does that, and I have to go tackle them, I'm not apologizing for that.
No,
like,
no.
I'm trying to help people out, you know.
But I mean, in Osaka, a man died because apparently, it was, I want to say it was Wednesday, and like Thursday, Osaka was going to go into lockdown or something. So it was like the last night for people to drink, and there were these people drinking, and at the end of the night, these fools, like this dude was fighting, like beating up a dude. Basically, they were on this bridge over a lake, and one guy is just down on the ground. He's literally getting kicked in the face, and the dude like kicks him in the face like 4 or 5 times, and then kicks him into the water. And there's a Japanese lady just recording it, and nobody's helping. And then the worst part is like after the dude get kicked in the water, he tries to get out, and the dude's kicking him as he's trying to get out the water, and then the motherfucker drowned. And it's like, once again, nobody helped and stuff. And it's like, you see some shit like that go on, you know, you might want to call the police, like tell them to stop, or, you know, and shit like that. But it's easy to say, but who knows when you're in the heat of the situation.
Yeah, actually, they always say like, usually, if you're in those kind of situations, any kind of emergency situation, you got to make sure actually to call like 911 or 119 in Japan.
Out here.
Well, because like a lot of people just assume like someone's already called the police,
Yeah.
right? It's like the time when I fucking go to the elevator and I assume someone's pushed the button.
Yes, that's always fun. You're just sitting there, and,
and then no one's pushed the button. I'm like, mother.
There's a term for that, like in the States, like
Yeah, it's called I'm an asshole.
Well, it's just assume someone's already done it. Like if you're coming in on the tail end of this thing, you're gonna think somebody had to have been smart and I've already called, right?
Yeah, but a lot of people just the deer in headlights kind of deal. Like, you know, like it's hard. Like
especially if you've never been in a situation like that before.
I always like say, oh, I'm gonna beat someone's ass, or I'm gonna. I wish that happened to me, but I'd probably run away. I was like, oh.
But I mean, it doesn't like. Well, first off, it's like, what kind of stuff have you gone through up until that point? You know, like people who have never faced any sort of conflict, like that's got to be like, you know, the scariest shit ever. Like I broke up a fight at a beach concert one day out here, and like people were freaking out, and like I didn't even do nothing. I just pushed the guys away. I was like, yo, what are you doing?
They're like, hey.
It's like,
yeah, you're also like 8 foot tall.
But I mean, but I didn't even. It clicked. Like I wasn't trying to. Like basically the reason I wanted to stop is like one dude was a little shorter than me, and he was going against like a Smurf, and I was like, I pushed him away, and I went to him. I'm like, dude, if you fuck this dude up, even if it's his fault,
it's like a lose.
Yeah, I was like, you know, like, giant to giant.
And if he fucks you up, you're done.
Exactly, right?
You're done. Dude.
That's what I was trying to tell him.
You go, that guy has cauliflower ears. You might not want to do this,
homie. When I was bouncing at Jet in the what was that, Treasure Island Casino, the first fight I saw was a black woman versus a black dude, like literally same size as me. And this woman swung like she was trying to kill somebody. I had never seen a woman throw a hook that fucking hard, and it scared the shit out of me. And I had the choice of who to choose. I chose the motherfucking dude, the big dude. And I wrapped him up, and I picked him up, and I'm like, yo, bro, you got to calm down. And he's like, all right, but just shake me around a little bit. Make it look tough, you know, because I don't want to look like no bitch. And I was like, dude, like, it's fucking nuts, man. So, you know, I ain't even hating, but, you know, just when shit happens, you'll just be surprised. Like shit just clicks. But no, man, you gotta be careful. You know, there's dumb people everywhere. You know, Japan's a safe spot, and look, we had 2 random things happen this week. So, you know, do what you can, try and stay safe. But what was this you were telling me about some Wiggles? I was asking him about like what's going on in his life, and he said
basically all I watch is children's programming. So Matt, You should have told me about the Wiggles earlier. I'm pretty sure you have, but basically it's just these
Australians, right?
yeah, Australians who Anthony deemed Star Trek looking mofos.
They do. They have like one dude in like the red Star Trek. This is and his name isn't his name Anthony too. Like
Yeah, Anthony.
Yeah. So,
Simon Anthony Tucker is his name.
don't fucking give
Nah, I'm just kidding. No, basically my whole life revolves around like my daughter and like yeah. So
I mean that's everybody. My mom had to watch He-Man and Dumbo. That was my two shows. Asia, my sister, just fucking Scooby-Doo. Like it got
yeah. So if anyone has any tips how to be a better parent, let me know.
It's just gonna be running away. Good luck.
Suck at this shit. So.
I mean, I think everyone goes through those fucking growing pains. I mean, shit. I'm even singing these fucking jingles when I'm here. God, what was the Japanese one we were watching with the Isu sound? It's just oh God, I'm here and like we'll watch like she won't even watch it. That's the thing. You guys turn it on and she doesn't even pay attention. I'm like, she's not monopolizing the TV. You know, you guys are just letting her think she does because she goes, they'll turn it on and then she's overdoing whatever the fuck she wants, and I'm just listening to these songs on loop going nuts. So yeah, that had me. Some interesting news. Nas the rapper, he had a new
preacher.
Aren't you thinking of Mace, ain't you? Mace is
not Nas is a preacher too.
Is he?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh well, he had a new album drop this week, and one of the first songs from it had Lauryn Hill on it. And I think this is the first time I've heard her on anything since she got out of jail, because she was also in jail for tax evasion or something like that.
She's Martha Stewart's friend.
Yeah, but it's a pretty cool track. God, what the fuck was the name of it? I'll just look it up. I downloaded it. What the fuck? It was Nobody. I think that was the name of it. Nobody. Yes, fucking was right. Yeah, so Nobody featuring Lauryn Hill. It's a pretty cool track. If you guys are into that kind of music, I would say give it a try. Also, randomly, Ariana Grande, or is it Ariana Grande? I don't know.
Ariana Grande.
Is it Grande? Grande, not just
Ariana Grande. She's the one who looks super innocent, but all her songs are about banging and stuff.
Yeah, she licked the donut and stuff. They had a concert for her in Fortnite, so I was just like, okay.
Actually, that's like the new thing to do, right? Like, you actually Roblox had Little Nas, right? So,
yeah, but I mean, I don't want these kids to think like digital concerts are the way to go. Nope, baby, hey, don't touch that. Nope. It's like the fun part of a concert is being there live, and like the energy and the dancing and the the stuff you can buy and all that fun shit. But yeah, she probably had like a fuck ton of people watch it, so it probably worked out.
Yeah, the Little Nas X Roadblock show that had like 30 million people. I think.
See, so and that's. But I don't think you had to pay for the concert, so I think it's just free advertising.
Roblox, you got to pay, right? So.
I mean, in Fortnite, I don't know if they had to pay. I think it was something that happened in game. I'm not sure. I don't play that game because it's ass.
I play that game and it's good.
You lie.
I go into the storm. I know what it's all about. I use the machine gun and the sniper rifle.
That's like every shooting game has one of those. That means nothing. Did you hear about Disney's new hotel experience? They have the new Star Wars hotel experience.
No.
$6,000 for a family of 4 to experience the Disney hotel.
Oh, is that the Land's End one? I want to check that out.
$6,000 for the Star Wars experience? There ain't nothing worth that fucking much.
I also want a lightsaber at Land's End too.
You could get probably a real lightsaber for $6,000. Like, holy shit! They have this company, like, with all the money, you would think they could drop it to like $1,000. I could see $6,000 for a family of 4, right? Like, what? That's so goddamn much money for a hotel experience, and then you got to spend more money when you're there. Have you ever been to the Aulani Hotel, the Disney one? Like, I've never heard of that hotel. It's in Hawaii. It's in Oahu, Hawaii. So yeah, it's pretty pricey. So how much? Like, what are we talking about?
I'm not
there's no
how
Disneyland out there, right?
No, there's no Disneyland.
So like, you just go to this Disney themed hotel in Hawaii and
Yeah, there's the characters that run around the place. So like, I'm not sure, but I think it's about $1,000 a night or something like that.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know if that's 6,000 a night or if that's just 6,000 for.
If it's 6,000 a night, that's crazy.
Yeah,
if it's 6,000 for the week, that's not bad.
A week I could see like maybe, but Jesus fucking Christ, like, and I mean, and Disney's still in shit because Scarlett Johansson's going at them for breach of contract for releasing her movie on Disney Plus, because apparently in the box office it didn't do very well because just not many people went to see it because it was on Disney Plus. They're saying, and they're trying to blame piracy too, but all the other movies, had a chance at piracy too, and they did well. But yeah,
did you go to watch it? I haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I mean, it's Black Widow. Like everyone,
that's actually me and Grace's favorite character.
Oh my god, she's the most fucking boring character in the Avengers. I said it. I don't care. Nobody wanted to see a Black Widow movie. It's the most. They everything that makes her an interesting character, they take away in the Disney film. She was a murderer, she was a killer and stuff, and now she's just the girl who does the pose and stuff. Like in the trailer, they showed one of the characters making fun of her little pose, but there are so many better characters in Marvel that would do a much better movie than Black Widow. So I don't give two shits about that. Static Shock was a old comic book. Icon was like a comic book company started by a bunch of black artists and stuff, and was bought by DC. And Static Shock in the early 2000s, I want to say, had a cartoon, became a really big thing, and they just rebooted the series. And people are complaining that the show is too political. And it's super funny because if you watch the show, or if you read the original comic book and even watch the old cartoon, it's nothing but political. Like the way the guy got his superpowers, he has like electricity powers. The way he got his powers in the original comic book was he was getting beat up by like some kids at school, and he went to buy a gun to go kill these fools, and they turned out being gang members, and the police showed up with experimental tear gas, and it gave all these people superpowers. But it was based like the criminals were the bad guys and good guys were like gang members. It was like just stuff that had to do with the black community. But in the new one, he got his powers from a Black Lives Matter protest. So people are like, oh, it's too political. And it's like, you motherfuckers don't even like read the shit. But everything okay? Yeah. But so yeah, but the artist is fucking super sick. I like the guy. Nicholas Draper Ivy is the dude drawing it right now, and just really, really sick stuff. Do you remember that old cartoon called Heavy Metal back in the day?
Yeah, it's like the adultish type of barbarian, kind of Conan-ish, Conan the Barbarian type thing.
So it's celebrating its 40th anniversary. It came out in 1981, and they have a guitar for the 40th anniversary. It's $19,666, and I was like, I see what you guys did there. You put the 666 in there, but yeah, it's a pretty cool looking guitar. I don't know shit about guitars, but yeah, if you guys got money, you can go get it.
Yeah, actually, if you guys have money, you can get anything.
I know you can make us get to our $1 Patreon goal.
100.
Oh, 100. Yeah. But yeah, and the last thing I want to talk about was I watched this guy called The Critical Drinker on YouTube, and he had a video last night, and he was talking about anytime Hollywood makes like a reboot or a sequel to like something that came out like in the 80s, 90s and stuff, they always get mad at the fan backlash, even though they market it as something the fans would love. Star Wars, the most recent trilogy.
Oh, people got mad about that?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. That's what I've heard. That's the rumor. I don't know.
You know what? I just don't watch or YouTube much. So.
Well, I mean, it doesn't, like, even if you don't watch, like, the reason nerds like to watch that is because you get to see people who feel the same way you do, and you got someone to talk to about it now. Because I didn't, like, the first Star Wars movie was fun, and then the other two were just kind of trash. and it's like
The first one was The Force Awakens.
Yeah, The Force Awakens.
I actually like that one.
That's what I'm saying. That one was a good one, but it just rehashed a lot of the stuff from like the original.
But if you look at all basic stories, it's basically rehashed stuff,
Yeah.
right? So, like, what do you think was like the most groundbreaking movie that ever came out in the last 10 years for you? Like sci-fi wise, do you think The Matrix was pretty like groundbreaking, or did you not like the Matrix series?
No, Matrix was fun, but see, I had no there was no what do you call it? Because it was new, I had nothing, like there was no expectation, so everything in there I was just like, wow, okay, and that's where we went with the story. There were people who hated it, but me, like, I can't hate something for not being like nothing before. Like, I don't know, like I just enjoyed it for what it was. It wasn't perfect, but it was, it hit.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
I did too. I enjoyed the whole trilogy.
Yeah,
and you could see, like, I enjoyed it because I could see that the at the time the Wazowski brothers were big into anime and stuff like that. And you could easily see it in just how they did the fight scene stuff. So no, I had a good time. I remember being excited for it.
Yeah, I think basically our time and how Marvel just came out from nowhere was actually pretty awesome. Like, because they've always had like Spider-Man movies, or like there was like 5 Hulks and shit, and like
Blade,
like Lou Ferrigno. Yeah,
Daredevil.
For me, Blade was always fun.
I think Blade was the best one.
The best movie was fucking Ryan Reynolds as fucking Green Lantern. Fucking awesome.
I am so mad you said
fight or flight in the night. I drink my light. Yeah. So awesome. So awesome.
First off, that's not even Marvel. God, I thought you were gonna say X-Men Origins Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds. I was about to get you. Well done. Well played, sir. You got me there. No.
But as far as like DC or whatever, it's or comic book stuff, that was actually one of my favorites. Like, I remember, like, you were talking about like how last week Michael Jai White kicks Bruce Lee's ass, and then I actually rewatched Spawn, and that was fucking such a good like Michael Jai White as Spawn was awesome.
Oh no, I loved it. Like, it's the reason I'm reading Spawn right now, but the reason I even cared anything about Spawn was because of that movie. Like, I remember when the comics came out, I remember when the toys came out, they had a couple games came out. The first Spawn game I got was on Dreamcast, and that game was ridiculously fun. It had 4-player couch co-op, and it was like a little battle game, and then it was made by Capcom. But like the way you get people into it, that's what I like. But see, Todd McFarlane still holds the rights to his stuff.
Yeah.
So when he's making a movie right now with Jamie Foxx as the lead now instead of Michael Jai White, and I have hope for that, but he's inexperienced. But he's gonna, like, if he makes a shitty movie trying to make it in his vision for his fans, that's all right. But like with Star Wars, they're like, okay, we need more diversity, we need all this stuff, and I'm like, all right, that's cool, I like that.
Yeah, but
they didn't do it good. Like they were like, they'll tell you, they're like, hey, if you're a fan of Star Wars or if you're a fan of this, you're gonna like it. And then when they do it, it's like, you guys didn't do a good job. And then if you criticize it, it's like, well, you're just sexist or you're just racist or blah blah blah. And it's like, no,
that's why I like Cobra Kai. No apologies.
But Cobra Kai does it right. Like it's a corny 80s movie in like the 2020s now. Yeah. The fighting is corny, but it's so much fun. The characters it feels like
because they make fun of the current climate. They're like, like, you fucking
pussies,
faggots.
Right? Yeah. It's like, you goddamn pussies and shit. He's like,
you can't say that, coach.
Yeah. It's like, what? A girl wants to work out here? There are no girls allowed. Like, but it's funny because that's how they were, right? Yeah. So even though they're adding all the stuff for the new people, that one truly remembered what their fans were like. We've grown, and I mean, it's not saying that we don't have any bad things.
That's why I don't want to watch the new Bill and Ted, because it can't be.
Oh God, I haven't even thought. Well, I mean, but you enjoyed the Coming to America sequel.
Oh yeah, I love that stuff.
See, but me, I felt it got too corny. Like,
wait, you want Coming to America to be a porno? Is that what you want?
No, but it was like, it was a rated R movie, and we went from that to this corny PG-13 shit on a streaming platform. Like, if anywhere there's a time to go out and have, be fun, like, that's where it lost me. It wasn't bad. It was just by the book.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but yeah.
Because people shat on the Ghostbusters 2016 the one with the all-female reboot.
I actually like that one.
It wasn't bad. I felt they just showed off all their best jokes in the trailer, so there wasn't anything to up.
See, that's what you get for watching the trailer.
But that's how you get hyped up for the movie.
I actually watched the Carnage trailer, and I was like, "Oh,
dude, that one looks good, man." Like,
that does look good. That's like something that gets me excited to watch a movie. So
yeah, and that movie, I bet it'll be good, but it would be better if it was rated R because that's how the character's written. But Disney's like, nah, we need that money. So it's like they could still get money, but because the reason I brought this up, because I was actually going to ask you a question, is the current thing people are shitting on is that He-Man show on Netflix, the reboot or the sequel,
I didn't
right?
see it yet. So.
Well, but they, like I said, we talked about it a little bit last week, but it's mostly about Teela, and that pisses off people because it's like it's called He-Man, but they made her more buff. Like they gave her like guns and stuff, and they're like, there was hypocrisy on both sides. So from the nerd point of view, they were like, no woman could get muscular like that, and like they didn't fucking yoke her out. They just gave her like toned arms and shit.
They should have got Dana Lynn Bailey to play fucking.
But did it just die, or is it dying? It's all right. We're almost done anyway. But they were complaining about her body type. How it's impossible to be that buff, to be that strong or whatever. But then at the same time, Netflix is like, oh, we're not going to put any girls like be like overly pretty or sexy or whatever because that's a unattainable body type. And it's like, technically both of those are not that easy to attain. You got to work out, you got to work hard and stuff. So it's just a bunch of bullshit we say to sell whatever product we're tossing. But our cameras are dying, and that was the last thing I wanted to talk about. You guys have to forgive me going on my little nerd rant. But yeah, I'll try and have this up by Monday at the latest Japan time, so Sunday, hopefully American time. Please give the video a watch. Any feedback you guys got, text, email, Twitter. It's going to be all in there. And
send us $1.
Yes, send us. Go to the Patreon.
Our 2,000 listeners.
You know what? I need to make sure I watch the Patreon because if they send us money and I don't check, you're gonna be like, oh, they didn't send us no money this week, and we got like thousands of dollars in the bank. So I'm gonna be watching. But yeah, we love y'all. Thank you for sticking with us through our growing pains.
See ya.
And we'll catch you next week.
Hannah,
Peace.
Hannah, bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, can you do it? Bye bye. Bye bye.